When we practice mindfulness, it can be helpful to adopt a comfortable but upright sitting position. So before we start the practice, finding a place to sit. And if it feels comfortable to do so, sitting with an upright posture, with our spine erect but not stiff. Sitting with our feet flat on the floor and our arms by our side. And we can choose now whether to close our eyes or to sit with our eyes open and rest our gaze on a spot on the floor or wall. And because it's easy to get caught up with what's going on in our minds, we always begin mindfulness by bringing our attention to our bodies. And to do this, it can be helpful to bring attention to a point of contact. So bringing attention now to the soles of our feet. Noticing any sensations at all in this part of our body. Perhaps noticing sensations of pressure, temperature. Maybe noticing tingling sensations that move around and come and go. Continuing this focus in our bodies, bringing attention up very deliberately through our body, up through our legs, through our pelvic area, into our tummy and back, up into our shoulders. Just noticing whatever sensations are in our body right now. Not trying to make ourselves relaxed, just being aware of what we're experiencing right now in our bodies. We might find there are some parts of our body where we don't notice any sensations at all. That's fine. Bringing our attention now up into our neck. Just checking our neck is aligned with the spine, supporting our head. And bring awareness up into our head and jaw, face and scalp. Again, perhaps not being able to notice sensations in this part of our body, which is fine. And now bringing our attention to the sensations in our body as we sit here breathing. It can help to do this by finding a place where we can most easily or most pleasurably notice the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. Resting our attention wherever we notice the sensations of the breath in the body, most comfortably, most vividly. This may be the rise and fall of our tummy or chest. It may be the sensation of air moving in and out through the nostrils. Not trying to change or control our breathing in any way. Not trying to make it slower or deeper. Mindfulness is about experiencing things just as they are. One breath, just as it is. And we'll find that our attention moves naturally to other things, to sounds, thoughts, feelings. As best we can, for these few minutes practice, we allow these experiences to come fully into awareness, knowing that they're there. And if we can, we allow them to fade and pass without getting caught up with them, thinking about them, struggling against them. And as best we can, patiently allowing it into awareness, noticing it, allowing it to fade and pass into the background without getting caught up. In the spaces between thoughts and feelings, allowing our attention to come back to rest in the sensations as we breathe in and breathe out. We're not trying to get rid of thoughts or feelings. In mindfulness, we are seeing if we can develop the capacity to be with experiences, even difficult or painful experiences, without having to get caught up in them or having to react and struggle. So if we are able to allow a thought, a feeling, even a difficult thought or feeling to come into awareness, to notice it, to watch it fade and pass without getting caught up. Often in mindfulness practice we realise that we've lost our full awareness. Maybe we've been caught up in struggling with thoughts and feelings, worrying about the future, perhaps dwelling on something from the past. If that happens, bringing awareness to judgments that may come into our mind, and as best we can, allowing judgments to fade and pass without getting caught up with them. Seeing if we can notice it and let it go and come back to the breath. And when we lose our focus, bringing attention back to the sensations of the breath, the movements of the breath in the body, the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. If we find ourselves judging, maybe judging our experiences or maybe judging mindfulness, are we doing it right? If we become aware of that, as best we can, notice our mind judging, seeing if we can let that go. And once again, bringing our awareness back to the sensations in our body as we breathe in and breathe out. In this last minute, as best we can, embodying openness and acceptance, being open to whatever we experience, whether it's pleasant, painful, allowing experiences to come into our mind. Notice them. Watch them fade and pass like clouds in the sky. And doing this, if we can, for the last minute. And now, as we come to the end of our practice, bring awareness back to the body, the sensations at points of contact between our body and the chair or where we're sitting, awareness of the room around. Bringing the intention, as best we can, to bring our more open, spacious awareness to the next moments of our day. And when we feel ready, to open our eyes if they have been closed and come back into the room.